Welcome to Chapter 6, and today we're doing one that's very special to me. This one has a big, important impact in my life. It is Firestarter. And the reason it is such a big book to me is because it is literally the very first book of Stephen King I ever read. But before that, even as young as maybe 5, 6, 7 years old, my mother had a copy of Firestarter. Not this, it was this book, just not this book, if you know what I mean. It was this copy, just not this one. It was this cover. I remember just looking in her library at her books, just looking at this one, and there was just something about this cover that just drew me to it. And then years later, of course, when I was older, I was able to read it, and I just fell in love. And that was my very first Stephen King book, and it went from there. And so for Firestarter, I've got quite a few of them to go over. So of course I have this one, of course, and this one's a little beat up. You can see somebody took a pencil to it and, penned it over, but it still has a special place. And then I have the black cover of the same one, which I always thought was cool. The nice variation of that if you look at the two of them together, right? I think that's kind of cool. And then I also have the hardcover edition. And it's a former library cover book as well, so, it's been loved. And then I've got, I believe it's a smaller book club edition. You can kind of see it's not as big. So I've got both of those. Then I also have a couple of different paperback covers. I've got this one, which was, I think, a run in the mid-90s. And this one, which was another run they did a little bit later. They've done quite a few reruns of his work, of course. And then, of course, I have the book movie tie-in. And I don't know if this one, this one doesn't look like it has any pictures in it. Sometimes they do. And I actually have the VHS tape of Firestarter with Drew Barrymore. Again, Drew Barrymore, big fan. Sorry she had issues younger, but she seems to be doing great now. Love her work. And then I have a couple of foreign editions on this one as well. The first one is the UK version of the hardcover edition for Firestarter. This one's the pages are a little yellow. I think whoever had it was a bit of a smoker, but still, I love it in my collection. And then again, I have another French version. The same company. I'm not sure how you would pronounce that, but they do a lot of these type of covers and these type of books for French. And so yeah, here's the French version of that. And only in France, it's not Firestarter, it's Charlie to go with her name. So very cool. Thought people might get a kick out of that. So that is my Firestarter collection. Very special book to me. So hopefully you enjoy it. Tell me what you think in the comments. And I hope you just are all staying safe out there and keep reading.